Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy StumpD back from the OPTC video, and in today's video, we're diving into Grand Voyage level 5 against Buggy D Clown with a Mono, Free Spirit, and Quick Team to get the level 5 rewards complete. And in today's video, we're doing it without SABO and Ace. So that is the team. Those are the supports. Let's dive on in. Now, I did a showcase with Zoro Sanji where we took on the Grand Voyage at Orangetown vs Buggy, and a lot of people said, Stump, we need a replacement for SABO and Ace. Like, what can we use that isn't SABO and Ace? Well, utilizing the new PKA 5 Plus Luffy, he works exceptionally well for this particular piece of content. Now, we did get the release of Onsen Luffy. I have actually done some more content with him as well with this particular fight. He works very, very nicely for it, but if you have this 5 Plus Luffy and the SABO support, you can pretty much get around all the special bind that you need, because you can actually farm up 6 recovery orbs on the first turn, and that actually gives you a lot of special bind removal, being 5 turns what you actually need. However, you can do some stuff with Onsen Luffy, but bringing a friend Captain Law just makes this content way easy. Now, the damage for this team, it is very, very tight, so make sure that you are bringing a level 5 friend Captain Law. And I'm not 100% certain if it'll work with a level 1 Zoro and Sanji. Mine is obviously rainbowed, but I can't really do too much about that. So let me know in the comment section below if it works with level 1 Zoro Sanji Super Tandem, or if you're using Law's Super Tandem too. It's a bit hard because it sort of clashes, but as you can see, you have to be careful with how you're tapping with your Zoro Sanji. I'm actually utilizing the recovery orb on Zoro Sanji and not getting rid of it. They have an ability where if you tap with the recovery orb, they give themselves 1 turn of super swap charge, and this also includes if you don't actually hit with Zoro Sanji. So as you guys saw, I actually got 2 super swap charges on the first 2 stages just by hitting with them last, even though they didn't actually attack. And then I used their swap, and then again tapping with them last, even though they weren't attacking, I kept that recovery orb all the way to the final stage, so that way I have the super swap ready to go. Now, you are going to swap into Zoro on the final stage, but that's okay, because we're not going to use that until the 3rd turn anyway. Now, on the final stage, you get binded, you get despaired, you get special binded, you lose HP, all of that shenaniganry happens, but we're going to use Brook to roll back our specials, because you do get special reverse as well. He gives us some nice, chonky damage reduction as well. We can then use our Luffy special to get around the rest of the special bind. He also gives us an orb buff, which is very, very nice. And then we can use Bonnie to remove the rest of the bind. Luffy removes the despair, Bonnie removes the bind. It's a match made in heaven. Bonnie's an attack booster, Luffy's an orb booster, and you can do some fun stuff there. Now, when you use the Luffy special, though, you do want to make sure that you have just like 1 orb on either Luffy or Sanji, or Robin, or Brook. It really doesn't matter who the orb goes on, as long as you get 1 matching orb on them. Law's Super Tandem is going to make every other orb matching anyway. So as you can see, you can easily take it out with the Law Super Class on the first turn, giving himself a Tandem Orb, allowing you guys to get that conditional boost, which works very, very nicely. On the second turn, we're going to use the Robin special to get around the bind, as well as get around the special reverse. The special reverse is whatever, it just allows us to use Robin's special. But utilizing Robin's special here not only removes the bind, gives us color affinity and damage reduction, but with the Frankie support, we can remove 2 turns of attack down. Now, with this new Luffy, he has a Sailor ability that removes 1 turn of attack down. So with Tashigi on Zoro Sanji, we can remove the rest. We can then use the carryover of Bonnie for an attack boost, use Law for an orb boost now, which works very, very nicely. And then we can use his Super Tandem once again, and as you can see, there's plenty of damage to actually kill. So be very careful on the second turn, because you have a lot of damage here thanks to the color affinity, and you are going to do quite a bit of damage there. On the 3rd turn, though, this is where we're going to use the super swap of Zoro and Sanji. On the 3rd turn, you are going to get paralyzed, special binded on your captains, but it's okay, because we're literally just going to use the super swap of Zoro Sanji here, and their Super EX to allow us to get free spirit characters hitting a lot harder as well. So now we've got a super type, we have a super class, Cerebrals are hitting really hard, Slashes are hitting really, really hard, and you can actually utilize the Super EX being a tap timing. Now, the damage here is real tight, as you can kind of see. I'm using my level 5 Super Tandem Zoro and Sanji. However, I did test it where I started with Law, so I could use the Law Super Tandem, and I was very, very close to killing. The problem with that for myself was that I was tapping with a Dex unit second. If you only have level 1, you'll be tapping with Zoro Sanji first, tapping with your Dex character first, then going into Lore, so you're doing a little bit more damage, which should be enough to clock you over. But if you have your Zoro Sanji at level 3 or higher, you are going to do some nice stuff. This particular Luffy works so well for this content, so hopefully you maxed him out and you guys can get it done. But that's going to wrap up the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to go down there, belt the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, whether you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.